presented by Seat77.com. As always, Dave Dabbah is coming to you live from the Super Plus Seat 77 broadcast studio in the heart of Silicon Valley. Now, Dave Dabbah.
North America, good afternoon. I am Dave Dabbah, and this is the Dave Dabbah Big Show for a Wednesday. Oh boy, Producer Buck, have we got a huge show for everybody today. Here's what we have for you today. Brock Osweiler says yes to the check. John Elway is bitter in Denver. Do you know who Trevor Simon is? Matt Forte signs a deal to become a New York Football Jet. The Philadelphia Eagles have yet another new quarterback, and Chip Kelly's not even there. And Oliver Vernon signs a huge $85 million deal to no longer be a Miami Dolphin. All of that and more on today's super big show. Okay. North America, send us your emails at info@seat77.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, and iTunes. The iTunes channel is really blowing up North America. Oh, and at some point next week, we will be installing a phone line for you to call in as well. All of that is coming up on the Dave Dabbah Big Show. Okay, so moving on and kicking today's show off, how can we not start with Brock Osweiler saying yes to the check? I swear, unbelievable. $72 million deal for 4 years. He bails on Denver and is heading to the Houston Texans. A good move for the Texans. They probably really overpaid by a little bit, but so what? These guys are all rich. They're all billion-dollar owners, and they've got the money and the cap room, so they might as well make a deal. As for the Denver Broncos, John Elway was bitter. I mean bitter. It was a bitter Wednesday for John Elway. I mean, just think about it. He lost a Hall of Fame quarterback earlier in the week, and this week he lost his protege. The kid he'd been grooming to be the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos for the last 4 years has bailed on Denver. So here's what John had to say. We've stayed true to our philosophy of building a team with players who want to be Denver Broncos and want to be here. That's been a successful approach for us, Elway said. So good old John, not happy about the move by Brock Osweiler to Houston. Look, at the end of the day, what was the difference in the dollars? And apparently, Denver had been willing to go to $16 million per year. And Houston, upped the ante by just $2 million. Denver gave up on Brock Osweiler over $2 million. Look, hey, I don't know if you saw this, Producer Buck. I saw this on TMZ Sports a couple days ago. So Brock Osweiler's hanging out in Arizona. I think it was in Phoenix. And he goes out to a pizza restaurant, and it's like 2 a.m., and they're picking up a pizza to go, or they're doing something. And, he obviously looks allegedly a little intoxicated. And his crew got in an argument with somebody else's crew, and apparently his girlfriend and somebody else's girlfriend were kind of fighting. So there's this great video of Brock holding some pizza and then kind of getting into a small little altercation with this lady. Apparently that did not affect his ability to sign a $72 million deal with the Houston Texans. So yes, Brock Osweiler says yes to the check. Elsewhere around the National Football League, Matt Forte has agreed to become a New York Football Jet. Hey, good for Matt. Screw the Chicago Bears, who screwed Matt Forte Matt Forte was everything for the Chicago Bears over the last, 6 or 7 years. And for them to do the disservice that they did to Matt Forte at the end of his run in Chicago is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So congrats to Matt. No word yet on the size of the deal, which generally means it's not as big as you would have hoped. Elsewhere around the National Football League, in free agency frenzy Wednesday, Chase Daniels signs a deal to be the next quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, Doug Peterson, the new head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Doug was probably, like the 14th or 15th choice to become the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, is a Chase Daniel fan. This is one of Doug Peterson's projects. And for $7 million a year, times 3, a $21 million contract for Chase Daniel to take on Sam Bradford. And trust me, Chase Daniel will have all of the opportunities to be the starting quarterback for the Eagles. Doug Peterson does not want Sam Bradford as his starting quarterback. You heard it here first, Philadelphia fan. I'm telling you. We forgot to mention this a little bit earlier. Do you know, do you happen to know who the starting quarterback would be for the Denver Broncos if the season actually started today? Well, we had no idea. So we went looking. All right, now we're not even sure we're getting this name right, but we're getting the first name right, Trevor, and Simon, but we're not sure we're pronouncing Simon right. He's going to be entering his second year out of Northwestern. Is a kid's out of Florida, quarterback out of Florida originally, and played his high school or college ball at Northwestern. Trevor Simon. Ask me how many passes he's thrown in the National Football League so far, and the answer would be 1. And he did complete that pass for -1 yard. So I'm not sure what the quarterback rating is on that, but it's hard to say. Look, you got poor John Elway, right? He wins a Super Bowl. He's got Peyton Manning there, and now he doesn't have anybody left to play quarterback. And that deal with Brock Osweiler going to Houston caused a massive earthquake inside the National Football League. What will the 49ers do with Colin Kaepernick? Where will RG3 go? Will Trevor Simon actually be the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos in 2016? Look, as far as I know, he's got all the things a quarterback needs to be in the NFL. He's got arms. He's got legs. He's got a uniform. By the way, he wears number 13. He's got a contract with the Broncos. And perhaps the most important thing that we found out about Trevor Simon today was he likes to wear those jerseys with little pouches so he can keep his hands warm. That is the scouting report on Trevor Simon. So, rumor mill has RG3 on a plane to Denver as we speak. So RG3 will meet with the Broncos organization within the next 24 hours. If that goes well, the San Francisco 49ers are going to be SOL when it comes to dealing with Colin Kaepernick. We want to know what you think, North America. info@seat77.com. Send us your emails. Tweet us on our Twitter account. Catch us on Facebook. We are certainly looking forward to getting your feedback. Okay, so one last big story of the day. And this is Oliver Vernon, who has signed a $85 million deal. He must be like throwing a party in Vegas right now. I bet you Oliver Vernon's in Vegas right now. He's rented out a portion of the Venetian, and he's throwing a big old party. $85 million to no longer be a Miami Dolphin as he signs with the New York Football Giants. Oh my gosh. What are the Dolphins doing? Seriously. They had this guy as a franchise tag player, and then Oh my gosh, Mario Williams is suddenly available, and we can get away with only paying him $8 million. Clearly, the Dolphin organization is rebuilding, not just on the field, but they're going to need to rebuild in the front office as well. A terrible move by the Miami Dolphins to let Oliver Vernon go. Look, did the Giants overpay? Sure. But $85 million for a player of his stature and talent, a good move, a great move, actually, by the New York Giants. I'm sure Kirk Cousins is at home right now worried that he's going to get destroyed by the Giants next year when the Redskins have a chance to play the New York Football Giants. Okay, so a short show today, North America. A lot of stuff going on the big Dave Dabbah Big Show. Listenership is growing significantly. We are super excited about that. Get involved on our Facebook channel or our Twitter feed, and certainly send us your emails at info@seat77.com. So what have we learned today on the Dave Dabbah Big Show? Well, Brock Osweiler said yes to a check from the Houston Texans worth $72 million. John Elway is super busy. Trevor Simon, the scouting report is that he likes to wear a jersey with little pouches so he can keep his hands warm when he's on the sidelines in Denver. Matt Forte is off to the New York Jets. Chase Daniels is going through a reunion with Doug Peterson in Philadelphia. And Oliver Vernon has escaped the city of Miami for New York and has signed an $85 million deal. For the silent one, I am Dave Dabbah, reminding you that not everyone can be a champion, but everyone can act like one, Cam. And good luck, North America.